Hi, this is Kerry Arctech with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Tuesday, January 18th, 2024. Let's take a look at the charts just to underscore that we settled in a secondary long-term buy signal last week by closing the week itself above this 6-month channel top that this week and the entire week is 124.66. You can see the same formation on the daily chart that we track on a daily basis as well. We spent a lot of time fussing around, if you will. That's the phrase that we'll use for about a week. Closed above it, back below it. It held for 3 or 4 days. Then we gapped above it. That was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That was Wednesday of last week. And we've been pulling away ever since. And we closed the week sort of locked, if you will, a buy signal that this could be by the end of July, perhaps, given recent volatility and this directional move. It could also take the better part of 2 months, depending. Now, on, let's see, what chart do I want to shift to? I'll shift to this one. On Monday, we put out a new all-time high, and then we settled negative on the day. I usually call those mini reversals. It oftentimes is a sign of an overbought market short-term only. This is not a high-forming development, but what it may imply is a bearish retracement over the next few days back into the mid-120s. I don't expect it, but what I will say, one event that could play out today that would highlight that or enhance its likelihood would be a violation of 129.58. That is Monday's low. That is the low of the high. And so when you violate the low of the high, that has pivot point qualities in and of itself. And whether, we reach 124.35 to 125.20 on an intraday basis is another question altogether. By the way, all the minor points, we struggle over these, and we try to present minor points that are very tradable for you day traders, especially the aggressive day traders. But if there are 2 points worth trading today, it is 129.58, Monday's low. We could bottom out here roughly, and from here rally back to 134.15 perhaps. That would be a new high. Yesterday's high, Monday's high was 133.73. 134.15 is nothing more than a full swing to the upside from this high. I think this was June 6th. I'm going by memory here. So you have the high, the low, and when you take out that high, if you swing fully 100% the same distance to the upside, that is 134.15. And yesterday's high was 133.73. So 134.15 may well contain solid intraday buying pressures. We might top out there for the day, this following yesterday's negative settlement. But make no mistake about it, we are still in a significant bull move, and one must respect the ability for this market to continue onward and upward in the days and weeks ahead. So pushing through 134.15 today does actually allow this 2 to 3 week channel top at 139.01, where we can place a daily high. So if you go long above 134.15, you're holding out for 139.01, talking to day traders where profits can be taken. 3 to 5 day swing traders, should you go short at 139.01? You may consider that, although that is certainly a counter trend move. Trend is your friend. I'd rather have you buy weakness in anticipation of meaningful recovery or strength with a settlement today above 139.01, which is highly unlikely, but if it did occur, I would expect within 1 to 2 days 144.64. This 3-4 week channel top is considered a 1 to 2 week target, has been considered a 1 to 2 week target following the settlement last Wednesday above the 124.35 channel top. 144.64, if tested, can contain weekly buying pressures. If you went long last week in anticipation of 144.64, know that you can take profits here, and just also know that over the next couple of weeks, 144.64, because of its steeply rising nature, will converge with our overall objective at 157.31 anyway. So, holding above the mid-120s, I will once again repeat, we could see the mid-150s and climbing within 3 or 4 weeks. And if we were over the next week or so to close above 144.64, we're just another week away from reaching 157.31.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from Shark Tank. Wicked Stocks has an innovative and comprehensive service that empowers near-term traders and longer-term investors to take control of their financial journey. Their offerings are crafted with the trader's needs in mind, providing them with precision, affordability, education, and comprehensive market analysis. Their goal is not just to provide data, but also to equip traders with the knowledge and tools to use it effectively.
Let's get back to the downside here today. If we break 129.58, that is to say Monday's low, after that mini reversal development, the new high, negative settlement on the day, that could set off follow-through selling. So I see no good reason to bottom pick NVIDIA today if we break yesterday's 129.58 low. And if I'm a little leery about aggressively buying 129.58 anyway, but it is there and it is a level, and holding above 129.58 will keep 134.15 in reach today. If we break 129.58, the 125.20 channel bottom in reach, which is backed up by this longer-term support at 124.35. This zone, if given the opportunity today, can absorb selling into July, possibly through July. And once again, above that zone, we are still anticipating our longer-term objective in the upper 150s and climbing. 157.31 over the next 3 to 5 weeks, I think, is realistic. Now, if we do close today below 124.35, that there's a couple of ways to interpret that. One, for you 1 to 2 month swing traders, 3 to 5 week swing traders, is the rejection of a longer term buy signal, which is in essence a valid sign of weakness as we move into later July. We could, under that scenario, continue south into the upper 90s and climbing. But really what I think is worth holding out for, following a settlement today below 124.35, which is highly unlikely. I don't know why I'm spending so much time going over it, but I will say that if we close today below 124.35, 117.19 becomes a 1 to 2 day target. And this is a 2-month channel bottom that can absorb weekly selling pressures. And so if we get a settlement, let's say today, Tuesday, below 124.35, on Thursday, Wednesday, we have no market trading, by the way. On Thursday, we test 117.19, and by Friday's close, we rally back to close the week above this 124.66 structure. Then we remain in buy signal mode on a basis through July. And so these are the subtleties. What I'm trying to say is I'm not comfortable playing the short side aggressively as we move into July unless we close below 117.19. And then I think we can anticipate within 2 to 3 weeks, 3 to 5 at the most, 97.19. This is a newly formed longer-term channel bottom that can contain monthly, possibly quarterly selling pressures when tested. Once again, 97.19, you could begin to consider that a longer-term possibility if we settle today below 124.35, and certainly the week itself back below 124.66, you could then begin to prepare for 97.19, whatever that may mean to you. But if you're looking at the daily chart only, I think it's worth waiting for a settlement below 117.19 before playing the short side in the market, or at least liquidating a long position, then anticipating 97.19 as a 3 to 5 week target. I'll also mention that by this point next week, this 117.19 will have risen to a point where it is then converging with this longer-term channel top at 124.35. So probably best to wait on playing the short side aggressively, but I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know if there's anything else that needs to be said. I think I have fleshed out everything. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 5-day free trial. You'll get a daily triple Q and daily SPY analysis. The triple Q is pushing into a significant long-term resistance area that is represented by a 4-year channel top right now. So if there's an area for the triple Q, that is the NASDAQ 100, to exhaust itself as we move through the third quarter, we are entering it right now. So this, you can see all that. Picture's worth 1,000 words. You can see all that if you take advantage of our 5-day free trial. That's all I've got. I'll be back Wednesday, actually, with Thursday's NVIDIA. Remember, there is no trade on Wednesday, so we will not be submitting new analysis as we normally would on Tuesday afternoon. That is all I have. Please click like, share, subscribe. You have a great holiday. I'm going to use the singular holiday on Wednesday, Juneteenth, and we'll be back with Thursday's NVIDIA. Take it easy.